Liam, after working so hard to get level in that game, how disappointing is it to end with nothing?
Well, it's hugely disappointing. I said that I don't think the players deserve that, because I actually think they've actually turned up and performed. Yeah, one thing you know when you come to Alfreton or you come across Billy's side, you've actually got to compete, otherwise you will get bullied. I think that sums it up probably the way they look is first couple of minutes, their goal, wicked deflection and ends up going in. A few minutes into the second half, we've had a similar situation, it's the bar and it comes out. So, but you've seen the players, they galvanised, they had a go. I'd say a deserved equaliser. The penalties, we missed a penalty. I think that goes in, and then obviously, the game could have gone either way. I know the third goal goes in, which is false. No, I don't think anyone in the ground actually understood why the penalty was given. It looked more like it was given because we'd already had one. Even Billy said he thought it was a foul by them, so I didn't quite understand that one, but makes it look like we've actually been walloped and it's 3-1 when anyone who was at the game could actually see that it wasn't. The comeback and the commitment levels from Saturday, second half Saturday, going into today, I said, we've just got to take the positives of it and then, keep on improving. Find what the right balance is, which again I think it's coming. So we've just got to be a little bit patient.
As on Saturday, really started to create chances after half time, and as you say, the equaliser was deserved. Did anything change at half time and as the second half went on? No. I think the wind was quite windy. It was always going to be a game of two halves, and we've had the downward slope as well, which is quite significant here. And I thought we played it well. As I said, it is a nailed-on penalty, and then you just disappointed Sam Hall's been able to put it away. Difficult early start, conceding the goal after 3 minutes, and there's probably been a tendency in recent matches to start slowly. I know it's cost us at Chorley and on Saturday. Can you put your finger on why we're starting slowly?
No. People say, you question the warm-up, you question whatever. I think one thing I would say, we haven't really got a leader in the team. Without Dean in the team, it makes it really difficult. Leaders are actually very few and far between nowadays. They don't seem to be around. And obviously, when I was playing, they had an abundance of them. Even like a few years ago, you always had captain material. I said at the moment we haven't got it.
3 changes to the starting lineup today from Saturday. Any injuries in there? And just on the subject of injuries, can you give us an update on Brad Barres, who was involved today, and Zach Corbett as well, please?
Yes. Billy came in for Josh. Josh was out for 9 months with a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament. He hasn't really missed a training session, played every game. He thought Saturday, Monday was too much for him. The physios think it was probably too much for him after, and you don't want him to do. Whereas Andy Parry, he keeps on breaking down because probably we're trying to get him back too quick. So it was just precaution that we left Josh on the bench. Brad Barres, obviously, he's had something wrong with his knee. He's now been back in training, so he trained yesterday, and so he's back in the squad, which he gives us good balance and good options on the left. And Zach Corbett, unfortunately, he's had devastating news in the fact that from the witness friendly, he's ruptured his anterior cruciate ligament, so won't play this season at all.
Yeah, tough one to take from Zach there. A couple of new additions to the squad. Regan Ogle, he's acquitted himself well the past couple of games. How do you think he has done? And also Josh Dobie involved today. Just a quick word on those two, please.
Regan's done well. He'll be disappointed. He's been done for the second goal where he switched off, but he has given us a little bit more pace, a little bit more aggression in the back line, so he covers round really well, and but I've seen him for the last couple of years, seen him a lot, because my son was obviously, he's at Alfreton, so Regan's a couple of years older than him, so I think this is a good level of football for him, and as I said, he's one we can probably look to keep now for the rest of the season. Josh Dobie, his background, ex-Liverpool, Wolves, he's local, probably lost his way a little bit with football. He's been in training with us, and he's acquitted himself well in training, and basically with Andy Parry being injured, he's been able to step in and be in the squad. So another one where you think, like, with his size, his presence, and the fact that he can play, actually, you know, you'd like to think if you can get hold of him and teach him the right way, he'd become a good player.
Yeah, the fixture schedule kind of eases off now in September, August. It's a hectic month, isn't it? We're playing kind of once a week now as September goes on. Does that give everyone a chance to kind of regroup, dust themselves down and go again?
Yeah, it probably gives us a chance to, you know, if you look, August has been, you know, horrific for us. 1 win and a draw, which out of 7 games, which obviously isn't nowhere near what we'd expect. However, you know, we've had a tough run of fixtures. You know, Alfreton away, they must be in the top 3. Telford away, they must be in the top 3, and Chorley away must be in the top 3. Our other away games, none eaten. We've got to try and get Agard back to, you know, where we play and where we perform. We can try and get it a little bit of a fortress, but at the moment, it's, you know, we just concede soft goals. But that, again, it comes down to leadership, and you look at everything, you're trying to get the balance. Obviously, we need Dean in the team. Just purely for his organisational ability. In an ideal world, you'd have a fit Andy Parry in the team, but again, we haven't got that at the moment. So, you know, it is where we are, but, you know, we'll just keep on cracking on and keep going and working hard, and, you know, as I said, we will get the club back where it needs to be. It will take time. There will be people who will move on to pastures new, and by the time we can bring what you consider my own players or group together, I'm not saying fund the house, all loads of changes, as I said, but there has to be different personnel coming in when we can actually move the odd 1 or 2 out, and that'll happen with natural wastage.